going on, guys? It's ROCKCAST. I'm Eric Black. That's Parker Miner over there. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you being on today. It is Parker. It's gonna be a weird show.
Oh, it's already began.
We're super tired. All of us on the show this week are going to be super tired. We'll get into that in a minute, but we are here in Nashville, Tennessee, and just really hanging out. We got to do some things first. If you're watching this show, if you've watched any other shows before this one, previous shows, whatever, you know the deal. You got to go to rockcastshow.com. You can also follow us on social media. You got to do all of those things because that's how this works. I don't know if you're unfamiliar with how social media works and sharing, but that's what you do. And we appreciate that. Thank you very much for doing that. Subscribe, do all the whatever the kids are saying these days.
All the things.
Do all of those things. Yeah. We've got another fancy guest on the show this week that we are delighted. As rock people, can you say delighted?
Yes, absolutely.
We're very delighted to have this person on the show this week. So, but we got to take care of some business first. So stick around. We'll be right back. And here's a word from our sponsor. What's going on, guys? Eric Black here. Parker Miner over there.
Whatever. He's somewhere. It's fine.
It doesn't matter.
Just keep going.
It's all good. Listen, here's the thing. We have been sleeping ridiculously well, and this is not something that we take lightly. We love our sleep. Rock stars love their sleep. Okay, that's all we're saying. So we came across this brand and we fell in love with it. Actually, after about a 45-minute nap, we fell in love with it. It was fantastic. What I'm talking about is MyPillow. Yes, MyPillow.com has all of the stuff that you need to fall asleep very well. Now, listen, it's not just about sleep. It's about comfort. It's about comfort.
Absolutely.
They have, Parker, they have pillows. They have Giza sheets. What else do they have? They have towels. They have mattresses. Yeah, toppers.
You name it.
You name it, they pretty much have it. It's not just pillows, kids.
They even have slippers, Eric.
They have slippers. Rock stars need slippers. I don't know if you've seen this, but Ozzy Osbourne wears slippers.
He does.
I'm just saying. That's how that works. Here's the thing. Now, Mike has been so generous lately that he has he's actually taken his pricing down just a touch, just a scotch, if you will. Normally, a king size pillow would be what, like $70?
Could be
something like that. Yeah, not today, folks. Not today. $30. $30, and you get to sleep like a freaking king. That's right. It
literally.
It's something like what, Parker? What did we say? Like 40
bucks in savings. I mean, $69.98 regularly, I believe, is the price. $29.98.
That's right. Now, if you want to go a little bit further and you want to be cool like us, you can go ahead and get that king size pillow. It's just $5 more. It's just a little bit
so
more,
worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth every single dime, penny, or whatever it is that you are going to use to purchase those things.
Either way, with us, you're getting a $40 savings.
It's nice. It's nice. MyPillow.com. You can go there and use promo code ROCKCAST for up to 66% off of your entire order. Now, there's also a phone number. You can call 800-646-5719. That's 800-646-5719. I don't know any of you that are going to call that number, but if you do, it's fine. It goes straight to where we need it to go to, I guess. But I would say just Parker. Hold on, Parker's calling.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, Mike answered himself. Look, Mike Lindell. Look, Oh, you already know about it. Okay, he knows. All right.
He knows
about promo code ROCKCAST. There we go.
Does he really? Oh, that's nice of him. That's very cool. Promo code ROCKCAST up to 66% off mypillow.com. Go do it right now. It's the best way for you to support the show and support a great American product. Go do it right now. We'll wait. We'll wait right here.
We're not leaving.
Go.
We're still waiting. You're not pushing the numbers.
Oh, why you're still here? You should go and just do it. ROCKCAST promo code mypillow.com. Look, I didn't get the number again. 800-646-5719. Why are you still here?
ROCKCAST.
Welcome back, guys. We just had a whole other hour show in between that break, but it's fine. Whatever. Welcome back to the show. This is ROCKCAST. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. We do appreciate that. The guest on the show this week, Parker, I don't know if you are familiar with what's happening right now, but apparently there's some heart issues.
Yeah.
Something about needing it to be stitched up or something, maybe. Yeah.
Stitched up, maybe?
I don't know what's happening with that, but apparently we need to just be cautious, just be in the know about the heart situation, and we'll go from there. But guys, here's the thing: Mixi from StitchedUpHeart has shown up on the show today for some reason. She said yes. We're going to get that out there right now. She said yes. It was all her fault. So this is it, Mixi. Welcome. How are you?
Hey, yeah, I have no idea why I'm here either. So it's good to hang out for no reason.
Hey, here's the Zoom link. I'll click on it, and here we are. That's pretty much.
Yeah, it just took me into this room.
It's like worse than entering the Twilight Zone. We'll go ahead and warn you, Fairly.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not scared. I'm excited.
Good. That's amazing. We are too, actually. Here's the thing. I said earlier that all of us are tired. At the same, I think we pretty much got the 4 hours of sleep. I think all of us pretty much got the same hours of sleep. So it's good because we're still on the same page. The page is harder to turn right now, but we're all on the same page, I think.
Yeah.
I think we are.
That's fair to say.
Yeah.
Mixi, here's the thing. There's a situation going on in the world. It's some sort of pandemic scenario happening. Everybody's just kind of hanging out, doing their thing. What have you guys been up to?
Well, first off, thanks for telling me that. I had no idea. I've been just in here streaming on Twitch, and
I figured. I told him I was like, he's not gonna know anything about this.
No idea. Yeah, man. I mean, we've been obviously doing what musicians do when they're not on tour and just writing a ton of music, and it's been pretty awesome. I mean, and then everybody has their little side hustle that they do in the pandemic. They take up like gardening or like baking cupcakes. That was my first month. It was cupcakes and World of Warcraft. Now which
is awesome.
Yeah. And World of Warcraft is just a rabbit hole for me. It's a bad idea, but I knew that it was going to be a long time, so we got to go on the road, so I just need that. But I'm tired a little bit too, because I had just picked up some bottle baby kittens yesterday. I picked up two. One of them wasn't one of them's not doing too well, so I took her back to the rescue. But I do have one that's latching onto the bottle like a pro, and I was up all night just making sure he was getting fed because they were like frozen. And but they're good. Well, this one's good, so one out of two.
Just a quick suggestion on names. Eric and Parker, doesn't matter, boys or girls. Just those are the names we're throwing into that mix there. So
just both the names put together.
Yep.
With the and is the middle name.
See, already done.
Got it.
Just suggestions. Just suggestions. You don't.
This is Eric and Parker. Okay. Where's the other?
Well, it has a split personality.
Yeah, it's talking at that point in time. Well, I tell you what, we've had some storms come through here in Nashville, and that's pretty. Yeah, we did actually. It's called Eric and Parker. Okay, we're done with that one. That's pretty much why we're tired, is because all night long we just had massive things happening that we couldn't sleep from. So 4 hours is about where we're all at, I think.
Tornadoes, man.
Really?
Hail, quarter size. That's more of a silver dollar. Let's go to a quarter size. There we go. Quarter size hail. Stupid amounts of rain and flooding. We've had just random lightning, thunder, all that great stuff that goes along with the major storm. So yeah,
I had no idea. I don't pay attention to anything, I swear.
Where do you live?
I'm in Riverside County, California, but the news is just sad, so I never watch it, and I'm obsessed with Bitcoin, so I just stare at that all day instead.
So the reason that I will say I did that Bitcoin thing for a minute. So the reason that I didn't sleep is because of this noise. Hang on.
Whoa.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Well, that's
no big deal.
I think that's fun. If you're in New York City, that's what you fall asleep to. We are not. in New York City. You're in
Right.
Nashville.
Yeah. We just
But that doesn't that doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me about you, Parker. I mean, I feel like sirens are around your life quite often for various reasons.
They are.
They're
They're always
never,
there.
They never leave.
They never leave.
Oh my gosh, that keeps coming up. Anyway, Mixi, here's the thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Stitched Up Heart because that's what we're doing. That's what happens right now. So it's like our first day is happening right now. The tiredness is catching up with us. Stitched Up Heart. Now you guys have been around since what, 2010-ish, something like that?
Yep, the end of 2010.
All right, so you guys you're based in, well, let's just call it LA. Now I lived there for 2 years, which was plenty for me.
Enough.
Good enough.
Yeah.
But some of the venues that you guys were used to playing in LA, some of the venues that were you're growing up going to, what are some of those?
Well, I actually grew up in Florida originally. I did the whole, move to LA to become a rock star kind of dream big kind of thing.
See how it worked out for you.
Yeah. And then I ended up in like some mansion party doing illegal things at like 3 a.m. in Hollywood. Like that's just how it goes. You think you're going in, networking or whatever, but you're actually just wasting time. But I don't know. So LA, I think, the first show that I ever played was with my acoustic guitar at the bottom of the Viper Room. It was just me and my acoustic guitar. It's like the size of a bathroom stall.
It was tiny. A bathroom stall, I think.
Yeah, at some point it smelled like one.
Every time I went to the bathroom there, I was like, y'all have to get out. And there was somebody with the guitar every time.
When it comes into the bathroom, you guys have to go out. That's how that works. But
right.
But no, it was the same room.
Yeah. No, we did like, the whole House of Blues, the Roxy, the whiskey, Whiskey Go-Go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
But the House of Blues is no longer there, right?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much it's so weird right now. Like the whole pandemic took this whole scene down, like the whole thing. Everybody I know is left. We moved to Riverside County at the very beginning. We bought a house out here. So we got out like kind of right in time. Just, zenned out over here. But it's a little crazy right now.
Well, and that's the thing. Like this is when this pandemic first started, the only thing I knew in my lifetime would have been the Great Depression. Obviously, I didn't go through that, but that's the only thing I can reference to. So when I was looking up stuff, I was like, okay, what are the industries that made it? One was alcohol, which, the second one was the entertainment industry. Okay, cool. The third one was prostitution, which whatever. Parker and I, hard times. We might anyway. I did not see this coming. I did not see that this time the entertainment industry did not make it through. They actually it shut down pretty much literally every industry at some point was shut down. And I was not ready for that. I did not think that was going to happen because the only thing I have to base it off of was the Great Depression. So, or the, stuff like that, the pandemic or the Spanish flu, things like that. So I was kind of surprised by that. Did that catch you off guard at all?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be maybe a couple months. Almost immediately, March 13th, our album came out of last year. So almost a year ago. So like literally that day, our tour with Sebastian Bach got pushed to the fall. We're like, oh yeah, it'll be fine in the fall. And then it got pushed to this May. And then they just canceled it because it was like, half capacity venues, going to Canada. Like, how are we supposed to do all that? And so it was just too much. So I think we're just kind of waiting on these festivals. Like, do we get an RV or what do we do? I don't know. So I definitely didn't expect that.
If you do get an RV, Cousin Eddie has it for
you.
Eddie.
Yeah. He'll take care of you. Here's the other side of that. So I'm assuming that right now, most artists and most bands, if they're smart, much like you guys are doing right now, is writing a whole bunch of music. That's what everybody should be doing because it's all a bunch of downtime. So I feel like a lot of label contracts should be fulfilled because of the pandemic. If you're in a a 3-album contract and you've already got one down, you probably had time to make another album. Do you think something like that would be possible to do, to write multiple albums in this whole, year and a half or whatever it's been?
I definitely think it's possible, but like the last record we wrote 70 songs for. It was our sophomore album as a band, so we decided that we were really going to throw paint and try the weirdest things that we've never thought about doing. This next record has been so easy. Almost every single song I've sent to A&R is like, cool, I like it. There's only been like one song. And I'm just like, okay,
that's awesome.
So, and the weird thing is when you write the record, they're not ready for another album. We're kind of way ahead of the game in this record cycle. So, we're probably not going to release it till 2022. So we have like so much time, you know.
Smart move.
I mean, why would you now
bank it up? Bank it up.
How can we get to Europe in the fall? Like, we're talking about it, but it's like that's not going to happen. Unfortunately, probably not.
Right. I'm seeing we're seeing some venues book, but I don't know the details to that. But I've also seen like Bush and a couple other bands in Australia and stuff. So I don't know what's going on.
New Zealand's where it's at.
We're headed there right now.
Oh, really?
Right. Yeah. I saw like a video of like a couple thousand people watching this DJ.
What? Oh man, we got to
go. No
go.
masks.
Let's go.
Right.
I'll buy your ticket right now. Let's go.
There are some bands doing the weekend warrior thing. Like, like I'm going to go to Texas for a week. And we might have to do a route to and from some festivals if those happen, but that's pretty much the only thing we're really planning on this year, because obviously the plans haven't worked in the last year. So we're just going to wait till it's all done, so we don't have to push any shows anymore.
Well, and I was going to say logistically, I mean, that would be such a weird, it's hard anyway to schedule out a tour, but to schedule out a tour around like random states and random locations, I mean, I feel like that would be such a huge nightmare.
Yeah, and you schedule a tour a couple months in advance. Some of the venues that we originally would play at aren't even open anymore. There's a lot of that. I think isn't it Exit In, or was that one's closed down? That one got hit by something. Got hit by a tornado.
No. Basement
yeah,
East.
that one.
That's
they rebuilt it. It's back open. I think it's back now.
Wow. That was the second time they built it too, because we were going to play there at the beginning before the tornado. We're like, whoa. And then the pandemic happened after that. It's like, okay.
It's a great venue. And then, of course, the tornadoes.
Right.
Yeah, it was literally a year ago this month.
Yep. About a week ago or something. So yeah, it's been a crazy ride.
Exit In is a very iconic venue too, for a small venue.
Actually very historical
Nashville
as well. So they're doing some cool stuff over there.
The last couple times we got to play in Nashville were awesome. We did Godsmack in 2000. Oh my God, what year? 2019. And that whole year last year doesn't count. It was the arena there. I don't know what it was called.
Bridgestone.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I remember that.
And then I think it was the year before that, we did Hailstorm, and in this moment in Nashville it was a big dome.
Yep.
Municipal.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa. And that's going from us playing, Exit In to that, then to and I was like, like, did we bring these 10,000 people? It must have been us. Like,
yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. It's one of those things where the feelings, and I know it's hard to say, it's hard to imagine, but the feelings from going to like an Exit In to Bridgestone Arena, I mean, that has to carry quite a bit of weight with it.
Yeah. I think the coolest shows, though, I mean, it's the Godsmack tour was, and then the Hailstorm and In This Moment tour. Hailstorm. It was funny because Lizzie, I asked her, what was your first arena tour? And she said Godsmack. And ironically, ours was Hailstorm and In This Moment. And then we go over to play Godsmack. And then it's like everybody's like just jumping on tours, and we're all friends. And it's just this one big like social circle kind of.
Yeah,
everybody
that's awesome.
Or with everybody at some point, so.
That's kind of like, that's just like how Nashville is in general, right, Eric? I mean, it's the same thing. It's like a lot of those people are here. So it's like the same thing. It's just a big music orgy of friends, right?
Yeah. I have a bunch of friends that are moving to Nashville as well because of, LA, and actually our producer that's doing this next record that did our first record, or our first full length, is moving to Nashville. He just bought a house there.
The beauty of it
Oh, wow.
is, and LA has this too, but the beauty of Nashville is that you have musicians a dime a dozen. There's so many you can throw a rock and get an amazing musician without even trying. So there's been so many times where I know some studio people here that that have some pretty decent studios, and they're just like, yeah, we don't have any problem finding people to fill in. Yeah, there's never a problem.
Yeah.
Especially now. So, and I'm seeing too that a lot of these people are even expanding their their home studios and things like that because of the pandemic. So I think that that's going to be something that's even bigger in 2022, 2023, whatever, however we progress. Home studios are going to blow up even more. I mean, here in Nashville, they're everywhere. Home studios are everywhere. If you're recording, usually you're going to find some sort of home studio scenario. Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Is that true?
I have a really good home studio story with Sully from Godsmack.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
First off, we went down to Broadway, and I have never seen so many drummer butts. Like, it was 1:30 in the afternoon on a Wednesday. drummer butt in the windows.
Yeah, we got to explain that real quick. So when you're walking down Broadway in Nashville, all of the bands are literally in the windows of the venues, but the only thing you can see through that window
Let me explain.
is a drummer butt. When you're looking, and literally that's what she's talking about. When you're walking down Broadway, the only thing you can see in the window is a butt from a drummer. That's so I just wanted to clarify that so that everybody knows. But sorry,
I'm glad y'all did that, because at first even I got lost. I was like, oh, I got it, and then you have to
we were just checking out. Yeah, we were just checking out a bunch of drummer butts. I don't know. So when we did the song together for the last record, it was called Lost, and he was like gonna sing like a bridge part, and he's like, well, I don't want to just send you email my vocals over there, so they were building a studio out in Nashville. I'm not sure if they moved it down to Florida or what's going on with it now, but so he's like, fly to Nashville, we'll go and do it at the studio, and then we'll it'll be more personal and sentimental in that aspect. And the studio wasn't done being built. So we hit up our manager, which actually just texted me right now. And I was like, I don't know what's going to go on. Like, I don't know if we can track his vocals. I just need to get his vocals on a song. Just sing, Right. We ended up with some guys like that happened to be up at like 11 p.m., like ready to record, and tracked vocals at his house in like a extra bedroom.
Crazy, man. So, it's crazy.
In Nashville?
Yep,
and Nashville. They come up with really good sound too. And it blows my mind. So, but yeah, I mean, that's what Nashville is. Now, I don't know, compare the music scenes between, say like, LA or maybe Texas. I know Texas has a pretty decent metal scene. But can you, like Austin, can you compare like what states are really good to go to in the genre that you're in?
Ooh, Wisconsin's one of my favorites. I know that song.
Really?
Yeah, it's like they have a really good rock station there, WJJO, and they're very good at just knowing what people want to hear, and they just have a really solid rock, like loyal community.
So you're saying that they actually listen to their fans about what their fans want to hear?
They have a really good way to tell whether or not, like, the algorithms of when they play a song, people are staying and listening to the whole thing or not.
Really?
Yeah.
I think all radio stations should go by that rule.
That's all.
Yeah. I think they do, but obviously different states are different, and sometimes they just want to hear classic rock. They want to hear songs that they've heard for a long time. So, that's one of my favorites. That's always awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about too. I got a friend of mine that works, does marketing, and she is from up there, and I know exactly what radio station you're talking about. Very, very good station. Mm-hmm. What about anywhere else? Nashville? Is there anything that comes off the top of your mind?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Nashville has a great music scene. We thought about moving over there, but we're not ready yet. We're like, honestly, the LA rock scene, it's just I don't know if it's even existent. Like,
No, it's all here now.
it's gone.
Everybody's moving to Nashville.
Yeah, everybody's
I actually
gone.
I got a huge house. Y'all can just rent. I have it. It's mine. Eric, you have part ownership, right? So
Okay, we'll build a couple studios in it.
it's fine. Well, yeah, we're good.
It'll
It's actually
be-
behind this wall.
It'll be part
Right.
toilet, part studio, just so we can get the feeling correct.
Perfect. Just sit there.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you will.
Oh my gosh.
Newspaper,
Right.
recording
Just go
vocals.
on the funnies. Just go on
Be
the
like,
funnies.
hey, we're good. We're good now.
Your turn.
Your turn.
All right, so I've got a question for you, Mixi, because this is a, I don't know, it's an interesting answer, I think. But your definition of what a rock star is.
I don't know, somebody that can just do music for a living and travel the world, and inspire people.
I
I
dig it.
guess
Yeah, I dig it. Fair enough. Oh my gosh.
I have an answer.
Here
that's
we
your
go.
answer.
I have a
Here we
really
go.
good answer.
What?
Mixi.
Oh,
Oh,
I like his answer
Yeah,
better.
let's-
Your answer,
A plus.
Yeah.
A plus. You get a gold star for the
Yeah.
day.
See?
Yeah.
definitely.
Hang on, let me get that brown off my nose.
Urban Dictionary, just under Rockstar.
Right.
Clearly.
It's there. It's
Right.
on Wikipedia,
That's right.
actually.
Clearly.
It's
Right
on-
here.
Yeah.
and everything that's
Yeah.
on Wikipedia obviously is true. So that's how
It's
that
true.
works.
yeah.
100%.
Oh my gosh. All right. So your the music that you guys put out, you've got what, 3 EPs under your belt? Is it 3?
So we have 2 full lengths, and then we have 2, I think it was 2 EPs that we took off the internet, and just like before we got signed, they weren't that great.
enough.
We just decided, we'll
Yep.
get rid of those and just start
Yep.
fresh.
I guess that has to happen sometimes.
4.
I get that. We've done
Yeah,
that with
I'm
shows.
sure.
We're like, nope. And we just put up the person that was on because we're like, we suck. We'll just put you on. That's fine. Problem at all.
Yeah. I dug Darkness
Yes.
though in 2020. That was this past
Yes.
one is awesome. Never Alone.
Yeah. So, with Never Alone, and we're going to go with the same producer for that one, there was a lot more guitars. There was a lot more riffs.
Yeah.
It was a lot more music driven. And with the next
Mhm.
record, it was kind of like we wanted to just splash some electronic elements and just play with paint. And,
Yeah.
it's a sophomore
Yep.
album with people, like any band, their sophomore album, they're just trying to just shooting bullets somewhere and just trying to figure out.
Absolutely.
And this next record is a little more dialed in, I think, where we're
Yeah.
kind of headed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited about
Dude, that's
that.
gonna be good.
That's cool.
I'm excited
Yeah.
about 2022 in general, just simply because I know that in 2020, a lot of people just like you have written so many things, and they're working on albums in 2021 that will come out in 2022. So, and
Right.
Parker and I are going to tour regardless of whether tours are back. I mean, it may just be up the street and back, but we're going on tour for sure. That's happening. So
Road trip to
be aware,
Nashville.
America. Be aware. All right, so I can't help but notice, Mixi, in the background, I'm seeing some of this this green and black scenario going on. I
Yes.
believe that look.
I'm
Well,
colorblind.
I'm
I can't
sorry
see
about that, but just know and trust me that I can see the black and green.
Mixi, is your hair gray?
sometimes
Yeah, that's true.
it's
I
true.
see-
Sometimes it's
I
purple.
see a Monster logo, Monster energy drink. Now,
Oh yes.
what's going on with Monster here?
Dude, they've been awesome. I mean, we were touring in a van before we got sponsored by Monster, and they allowed us to get into an RV where there's a bathroom, and I don't have to wash my face at a truck stop, and it definitely was like super awesome. So they've basically like held our hand through our growing pains of being, a gypsy musician.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're awesome. They gave us these chairs when we started streaming at the beginning of the pandemic. We bought our
Yeah.
own chair, and then they were like, "You need a Monster chair. You need 2."
Right.
And we're like, "Yes,
Yes.
we do."
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
it.
you do.
Yeah.
Well,
They've been amazing.
they and I'm gonna yes, they are amazing. When I was living in LA a few years back, I was doing a indie music podcast, all genres. It started off as rock, and I just kept getting so many other genres that were amazing. I just did an all genre show. It was doing okay. So I was doing some events. I was a photographer. I mean, I still am, but I was doing photography there, doing like events and things like that in LA, which was interesting. Um, and so I was at an event, and one of my contacts was like, "Hey, I need to introduce you to this guy that works with Monster Energy Drink." And I was like, "Cool, I like that beverage. Let's give it a shot." So we sat down at this restaurant and talked for like maybe 10 minutes. Clearly not enough to justify what I'm about to say, but I'm not complaining. So he progresses on, and he's seeing what's going on. He's seeing, where I'm at, who I'm talking to. So apparently that had some clout. But he's like, "Man, what kind of what kind of Monster Energy do you like?" And I was like, "Well," I told him at the time, I don't remember what it was, but I told him. He's like, "Well, I want to send you some of that, but I also want to send you some of our new stuff, some of this stuff, and blah blah blah." He's like, "I'll send you some. Give me your address, and I'll send it over to you." So at the time, I didn't have a good address. I had an apartment, so I'm like, "There's no, but I can't." So I was like, calling up one of my friends. He owns a studio there. I was like, "Hey man, can I just drop off some monsters wanting to do something for me? Can I just drop it off?" "Yeah, man, cool." So this was a week went by, and dude goes into his studio and texts me a picture of this pallet of Monster Energy drink outside of his studio. This is not a big studio, and it's shared into facility with other studios, so it's kind of blocking the way. And he's like, "Dude, you got to get this out of here." And I'm like, "What are you talking?" Oh my gosh. I had no idea. They just literally they sent me. It took me a year, and I was giving it away. It took me a year to go through all of that drink. But dude, it was so cool. They were just like, "Yeah, man, just do whatever you need to do." So I used it on the show. I did just random giveaways. I would go up to people and give them a case of Monster Energy drink, things like that. But dude, it's filled. I didn't have a truck. I had a small vehicle at that point in time. It literally filled up my entire trunk. I could not fit anything else in my trunk because they sent over a pallet of Monster Energy drink. It was awesome. Big props to them.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, we've been surviving on. I'm obsessed with their Javas. They have a whole bunch of different coffee kinds.
Love those.
They're amazing, and I usually have one with me on the stream. I'm like, "Oh, where's my thing?" But
for everybody, she already drank it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they always send like a big pallet, and we've got just probably only a few more cases left. Like we go through them pretty fast. So
I think the coolest thing that they've done is they have we were the last time we were at Warp Tour, whenever that was here, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was. They started doing, and this has been previously, but they started doing like the water. What do they call it? Tour water, something like that.
The water, the water.
Thought
the
that
can
was
water.
as a marketing person, I thought that was the most brilliant thing
that
you could possibly do, because when you're on stage, you simply just need water. But the can is still giving you the logo, still giving you all that. I thought that was the best possible scenario that you could do. So
it's smart.
Yeah, especially as a singer, like I need to have like a lot. It has to be nice and lubricated. And so I, not a big fan of water, but I know I have to drink it to survive.
Absolutely.
Is it now when you drink it on stage? Is it? Everybody always says, "I drink it warm." Is it warm or is it cold?
Just room temperature.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
If you drink cold water, it freezes up your vocal cords, makes it tight.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
I do voiceovers. I do music too, but I do voiceovers a lot. And that's one of the things that I quickly learned. It's like, hey, I just had this cold. It was a warm day. My first started. I had this cool beverage, and I was drinking it. And I was like, why do I suck at this? And I did some Google searching, and that was why.
That cold.
That was why.
Cold
so
water.
I quickly learned that's not a good idea. But anyway, all right. So here's the question: why? Now I know. I kind of know the answer to this, so it's kind of a loaded question, but at the same time, I'm kind of curious as well. So instead of doing EPs, why not just do like an album?
We did the last two.
Yeah,
full
I'm just saying, like,
lengths.
instead of doing like in general, just not because of this or because of that, just in.
What the hell? Are you going to invite her on the show and then
come
on?
I think EPs are good for bands that are just kind of doing it DIY and don't have a lot of money to fund the full length album. What's weird now is that full albums, it's really all about the singles. It's really all about the one songs and giving people consistent music,
True.
all the streaming sites. So that's kind of how we dropped the last record, where it was 11 songs in total, but we would release one every month before, like a waterfall effect, before the album came out, luckily on March 13th, 2020. So luckily it was like almost all out. So it, you know, it is, but I don't know. That's the only reason I could see doing a shorter, like an EP or something, is DIY.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm good with that answer. We'll print that one. Put it on a t-shirt.
Eric,
we are doing this. Is our EP. This is it. It's just audio.
Oh, right.
There's no music. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
There you go. See, there it is, right
Easy
there.
enough.
Royalty free.
Sweet.
I am Lord.
Track 1.
All right, so I'm seeing some guitars behind you too. You gotta.
Oh, these are all Merits. I do want my own Flying V. These are all ESP guitars. This one's mine. Hold on, let me get it. It's actually his.
Oh, okay.
Mine.
That makes.
Well,
that makes
you can claim it. That makes total sense.
This is the E2, and this is another ESP. Look how sexy, right?
So cool.
I've already dinged it.
Can I touch it?
Touch it.
It is a $2,000 guitar.
Man, holy crap!
That looks amazing.
Lovely. I always love the V's. I'm a fan of the V's. I love them.
Yeah.
Except you can't sit down and play a V.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It slides.
It's like, why is it sliding? Why is it
sliding? Put it on my knee.
Yeah.
Can you? Are those the chairs? Are there? Can you play guitar in those chairs?
Yeah, I mean, you just sit on the end. You can't. I mean, I guess you could play guitar on the toilet.
True. That's true. I'm doing that later today.
We had a fill-in guitar player for like one tour who never took it off, and we'd go into Walmart.
Really?
We'd go like to the gas station, just playing. Just play. He just had his little Vox thing, and he would just play it was attached. He slept with it. I don't know if he took it off before he showered or if he never showered.
There you go. No,
that's probably why.
Yeah.
Electric guitars and showers.
Not a creepy.
You know, that's dedication though.
But then he's like, I don't know why I have tendonitis.
Yeah, right.
Like you could practice a little too much. That's the thing. Like I always, say with vocals, it's weird. You can't practice as much as you want to, like a guitar, but there is also a limit to practicing with the guitar because you can hurt yourself.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Yes, you can. Man, those are monster chairs, by the way. They're huge.
They are monster.
See what we're doing here? See what we're trying to do here? Yeah.
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 All right, so we're gonna talk about your hair because I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's teal. It's purple. That's what I said. Yeah, purple.
Silver.
Is it gray?
I think so.
Okay. It's kind of orange. It looks orange to me.
So I feel like hair is kind of like a mood ring. And when I'm feeling whatever I change my hair color to, it's been almost every single color. Whatever I change it to, I feel like a different energy. Blue is kind of like this calming, like Zen, peaceful energy for me. So it's purple and it's almost very spiritual. When I have black hair, I feel very dark, like very, I don't know. I get kind of sad, so I can't have black hair. When I have blonde, I feel really ditzy. And I just play the dumb card all the time. Like nobody knows that I have a brain. And when I had green, I once had bright neon green, and I went into an airport on Delta, and they had these lights in the airplane that lit up and just magnified it like a highlighter. It was too bright. It was too bright for me, but I'm cool with the blue for now. I'm sure it'll change. I get bored.
That's cool though. It's like a mood ring. I dig that. That's pretty awesome. Record. Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna add her to the segment. There's gonna be a show or a segment or some kind of thing we're gonna do, and I'm adding you to the segment. So basically, it's gonna start off with Jacoby of Papa Roach. We're gonna have Shaddix, and then we're gonna have Tyler Conley of Theory, and then we're gonna have you, and we're gonna have a hair session. So we're gonna do something where we know the secrets behind of how
the rock stars do hair.
Yes.
Never wash it.
Can't Can you
ever.
use dry shampoo?
Hold these secrets. Hold these secrets.
Oh, I can't tell it yet.
No, you can't. Go ahead.
I say baby powder over dry
Okay.
shampoo. Yeah. It's cheaper and it whatever. Anyway, so that's,
And
yeah.
So just the white baby powder, and just...
bonus, you smell like a baby's butt. So that can't go wrong with that. That's just cute.
Yeah, it was a thing for a minute. We used to pour baby powder on our head, and we were super goth at the time. The band was we went through a little goth phase, and like we just come out like without fog machines because we didn't have the money for fog machines. So we were just like, yeah, like, and baby powdered everyone.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. You just had a lot of people vaping on the side of the stage. It was just
Oh my God.
They're like, can't breathe at this show.
Why does it smell like a baby's butt in this rock venue? That's really...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Did people come up and like give you a hug at that time when you could do that and be like, wait, is there a baby?
Is there a baby?
Yeah. Although if any of that...
I'm the baby.
Right. If any of that fell on the floor, you would lose that sticky shoe feeling. So that might actually be beneficial to the venue.
That's true.
I don't know. I think that's one of the things that I miss, though, is one, being bumped by somebody and getting somehow beer or some other situation spilled upon you, or your feet sticking to the floor where you simply cannot walk because no one knows how to use a mop. Things like that I hated before, but now I'm like, I like that. I kind of miss that. I want that back now. We should get that back. And then because the venues are not open right now, I think it should be extra good when we come back and have some shows.
Mm-hmm.
I saw so yesterday when I went to pick up this kitten or drop the other one off and check on the other one, right next door there was like a bar and it was open and there were people partying. It was like 10:30 at night. I was like, what is this life? I don't understand. There's people out smoking cigarettes. I know that smell. What is that?
Right now.
Yeah, what is that?
And then the loud drunkenness, that thing. I'm like, oh my God, that's a thing. What are they do? That's like a whole different like.
Well, and that's what I was going to say too, is how bad. And this is a question that we ask a lot of the people on the show, but man, I already know the answer, but how bad do you miss that stage right now?
Dude, I'm going to cry like a little baby, like a baby powdered baby butt. So hard that first show back. Like, I get emotional. Like I always take moments in the middle of a show and really look out and just try to soak it all in and like, wow, this is cool. But I think it's going to hit a lot harder when this is the longest it's been since the band's been together that we've been on stage, you know? So
we were telling our last guest that it was like the longest ever that it's ever been for the industry, music industry itself. If you think about it, there were no shows. I mean, there wasn't production back in the Great Depression or the Spanish flu. There wasn't stuff like that. So it's the longest the production of a music industry has ever been down.
It is.
It's insane.
Ridiculous. I'm very, very excited to get whatever normal is that we're going to call it. I don't really care what it is, but whatever that's going to be, I'm ready for.
It's definitely not this show.
No. Hey, this is normal though. Streaming and like everybody's on a computer screen now.
Right.
Pretty much it.
This is a twofold statement, but there's a question at the end of the statement. But one, I don't like this. I want to be back in person. I want to be, because sometimes it depends on the internet connection with people. It all depends on your ISP, whether or not you have a good conversation or, an extra long conversation, because there's exactly. So we have to do this right now. It's a necessity. This is just what's going to happen right now. But man, I cannot wait. Much like you can't wait to get back on stage. I can't wait to get back to festivals and do this in person, because I feel like there's much like being on stage, there's an energy when you have someone in front of you, when you have someone's in front of you, where you simply cannot do that, even with a live stream. And we're grateful for live streams, 100% grateful for live streams. But there's just the energy is obviously not the same. I cannot wait for this to reemerge as something that is just a normal part of life again.
I do think it's a blessing in disguise in a way. I think that for all the artists that were able to pivot and figure out what to do, like we've all come out with extra tools to utilize while we're on the road. I mean, what's going to happen when we're all back to normal? Everything's good. We're playing shows like we used to. We're taking it all for granted again.
Yep.
What happened? What do we feel about like the streaming? Are we going to miss doing this kind of stuff?
Well, and that's where I was going next with that is you do a lot of streaming right now. Are you going to be able, looking at a normal touring calendar, is this something that you can actually carry over and do on the road as well? Is that going to be a possibility?
I think it'll be a different setup. We can't bring the room with us everywhere. We can't bring the fiber wire cable everywhere. You know. Yeah. We got Wi-Fi, local Wi-Fi in the back of an arena. So it's like, okay, we'll see what happens.
It's kind of 50-50.
Right. It's probably going to be a very glitchy phone live stream on Twitch.
But I still think that'll be good. I don't think live stream is going anywhere. I think it's going to be a part of whatever the future has for us. I think it'll just be a secondary part. Even if you're going the route of, hey, we're having an in-person concert, but if you're not in the area, you can live stream it for this amount, whatever. I think that's still a possibility for a lot of different venues, options, whatever you want to call it. But hopefully this does not continue as the only option, because I think my brain will explode, because I just need that. Like I said, man, I need somebody to bump into me and spill beer on me so that I can be mad about it. Yeah. And then I need my shoes to stick to the floor, because then I know I'm in a good venue. And I know that sounds weird.
Yeah, the hot thick air, man.
Sweatiness.
Like you walk out of the venue just feeling
sick, dirty, gross. The venue moist. The venue, they could open a door, but they choose not to. They choose not to do it because they like having the heated stench in the facility. Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
That's what makes
it cool. I want that back. So whenever we can do that, let's make that happen. I'm ready for that.
I actually, the first time I heard live music again, there's a casino down the street and it was open. And we went to the steakhouse on the roof and there was a guy playing the piano doing like covers. And I was like, oh, what is that noise? Where's it coming from? Yeah. I know that's live. That's not a radio. Where is it coming from? And I found them.
You can tell that though. You can tell live music from recorded music in pretty much any scenario, especially if you're on stage doing it for a living. But it's so weird. I'm the same way, especially in Nashville. You're just like, no, right now this is pre-recorded. I can hear it's an album, whatever. But then you're hearing that one thing, or I just see a drummer's butt in the window, and I'm like, well, I'm going over there. That's where I'm headed right now.
I'm just kidding.
That's it.
Broadway.
And Parker and I will be down there pretty soon. I will be the one in the window with a leotard on. So just approach with caution. That's all I'm saying. Just approach with caution. It'll get kind of weird. Well,
so when you go up to those windows, watch out for the leotard.
Oh, well, it's going to happen, folks. So we're just telling you right now so that you can
take it over Broadway. Nashville, we're coming for you.
Just have your thong sticking out a little bit.
It's gonna be sexy thong though. I'm just saying. I go all out. I go out for my people.
Right.
You have to do that. Mixi, here's the thing. Are you up for a short game of Would You Rather? Good. Yeah. I was hoping that you would say that because I don't have another game picked. So that works out really well for us.
And I got ahead while y'all were talking a minute ago. I got way ahead and was looking at the notes and just was like, here we go. This is going to be funny.
Uh-oh.
I was laughing.
Yeah,
I was laughing.
Parker's an overachiever. That's how this show actually succeeds. It's because Parker's an overachiever. I'm more of an underachiever where I'm like, I'll do it later. I'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow. Like the interviews today. I know, but it's fine. I'll just do it tomorrow. They're not going to be available tomorrow.
Yep.
Fine.
For example, Mixi, you got the invite link before I did. I didn't even get the Zoom link till like 2 minutes before the show.
I feel special.
You're very special. But in my defense, we don't usually do 2 interviews in 1 week because I'm an underachiever.
Right.
But this week we did.
Right.
So in my head, I was thinking, no, he's already got it. It's all, I've already sent it. It's all good. It's fine. No problem. And like before the show, minutes before the show, he's like, were you going to send me the link and the information, or are we just going to wing it? And I was like, send it.
Yeah,
That's my bad. I'm sorry. My fault.
It's fine. I actually wanted to be the one that came in late. I was like, I'm the special guest today. It's Eric and Mixi on ROCKCAST. We're good.
Oh my gosh. We still haven't gotten to the game yet. So this, again, Mixi,
right,
this
let's
is your
do it.
fault. You said, no, this is a good idea. It's a great idea. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. So this is your,
I think you're going to love these questions.
now these were handmade by Parker and I. So the first two, I'm just going to warn you because apparently that's what we have to do now. The first two, they're pretty good. But the last one, I think the last one is probably the better one. Just to preface the whole scenario for you. All right, so here's the game of Would You Rather. Would you rather always have horrible gas or always have a really dry mouth?
Oh, Lord.
I think I'd go with the really dry mouth because at least I could especially wearing a mask, nobody would be able to see. Don't we all have dry mouths right
absolutely.
now?
Well, we do. And a lot of it's the weed. But look, here's the deal. You're going to sing, though. You got to take into effect. This could be in 2022 or whenever. You could be singing. Dry mouth and singing does not mix. So you sure on that?
Yeah, I'm 100%
that does
sure.
not mix.
You don't want trash bag gas?
I definitely don't want to have gas all the time.
Can we just define trash bag gas real quick? I have another definition that we have to take too because we've opened Pandora's box and now we have to go down this rabbit hole.
Oh, Lord.
Trash bag gas, Parker. You have the best explanation of what trash bag gas is. Can we go ahead and bestow that upon Mixi, whether she likes it or not?
Okay, so on the real note, for somebody that, this show is explicit, right? So for somebody that has to poop and
you're saying poop is explicit?
Fart.
That's what you're saying now is poop is okay. All right.
Right. I'll try and keep it a little friendly, but and then they just let loose of a little gas and it's like that smells extra stinchy. Maybe you need to poop. So there's the real definition of trash bag gas.
Usually our bass player.
That's usually him.
Players.
So
always the bass player.
The good thing about this is that you can take it to a monetary level, and when touring does start back, you can take that and you can actually trap this in a literal trash bag, and you can get your little Sharpie marker and sign it, and you can go to the merch table and say, "Here is your trash bag gas from Mixi."
We do that,
and I think they would.
It's horribly unsuccessful, but we're also new at the game, so.
But I think you could sell a lot of it at the merch table.
You can make it like an NFT, and it's like a trash bag gas NFT. It's the only one of its kind, right?
That's brilliant.
Like, who's not going to want to buy? Yeah. Like, that's as close to getting to Mixi, personally, as you can get.
I do have a friend that sells her dirty underwear.
That you could do that
she
too.
does well.
Here's the thing: when we do it, it's creepy and weird, though. What? Mm-hmm. Why? I just want to sell some. I just want to get some new underwear. That's all I'm trying to do. I will take those funds and I will buy myself some new undergarments. That's all I'm trying to do. Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's totally.
We'll just do a GoFundMe for you, Eric.
Do that. We should do a GoFundMe.
Needs new underwear.
I just want a lock of your hair. Just want a lock of it and put it right here.
Nail it to the wall and say. Not creepy.
Right there. Do you know Chris from Five Finger Death Punch?
Yeah.
The bass player.
Yeah. Chris Kale.
So he has his long dreadlock beard. Part of it broke, and he auctioned off part of his dreadlock for charity. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I love that.
Shit, yes, son.
Yes.
But again, when we do it, it's creepy and weird, and we get kicked out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We're still in the game. I have 3 questions and we're still playing this game. It's like a half-hour game.
That was an easy one for me, though. I'd much rather be like,
okay. I raise you this question. Is that for me? Is that for me? Is that my parole officer?
I don't know where that is.
Hey, Mixi.
Oh man.
Answer your phone.
It's weird that we know that tone, though.
Can you hear me?
Nobody? Okay, cool. Bueller?
No, we're talking to you.
Bueller?
Hello?
Bueller? No? Okay. Here's the
she's
second
not
question.
listening.
Now, again,
Was that mine? I don't understand.
It was.
It was. I don't know why Skype
Yeah,
is.
I was just calling you.
You were on purpose. Okay, I thought somebody else was. Should I?
That was me. I
Okay,
totally have your number. So
How did you get my Skype? This is Zoom.
Well,
I didn't. It was not me.
it was not.
I was well played. Well played.
So the second
Well
question that
played.
we've been trying to get,
Question
we're
2.
only on the second out of 3. We're only on the second one. Would you rather be?
I'm out of whiskey.
Gosh, dude, this isn't. You can't be out of whiskey.
I'm just kidding. It's Sprite. Go. So question 2: would you rather be forced to listen to the same 10 songs on repeat for the rest of your life? Hang on. Or forced to watch the same 5 movies on repeat, vice versa. So same 5 songs, same 10 songs or same 5 movies?
10 songs for sure.
For the rest of your
would be
life.
right there with you. Yeah.
I mean, there's some song. If I get to pick the song,
But it's only 10.
Yep.
then
And that's it.
there are some songs I could listen to for the rest of my
10 of
life.
them?
There's some really
10 of
good
them.
songs. Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything Billie Eilish has done. I could listen to that.
Now, this is on repeat.
On repeat forever, like while I'm walking to the grocery store.
Every
anything.
time that you can hear anything ever.
When you're watching a movie, okay, quick. Do you have to watch the movie all the time?
Yeah. It's
like you don't always have your TV with you.
Listen.
Sure.
Mixi.
Okay, the details.
Let me explain
details,
something to you. This is 2021. We have these little things called cell phones, and they have a whole bunch of TV scenarios inside of these bad boys. You have to watch 5 movies all the time, wherever you're at. Even if you're pooping on the toilet, you got to watch the movie no matter what you're doing. If you're on stage, you're holding a camera, you're holding a phone right up here, watching the movie. And this is you got to still sing. You got to still do all that stuff too. It's going to get weird. It's going to get crazy. But you can either, and this is all the same scenario, but either with 10 songs on repeat or 5 movies on repeat.
So I'm still going to stick with the music, but when I'm performing my songs, are those playing at the same time? Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a
so
good
when
question.
you're on, listen, this is whenever you're breathing, and if you're not breathing, we should probably have a different conversation, and maybe some sirens should be in the sentence too. Whenever you're breathing, these 10 songs are playing constantly on repeat, or these 5 movies. Now keep in mind that the 10 songs are going to play probably 7 times as often as the movies will, because the movies are like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours.
I mean, I still stick with the music. You guys, what would you do?
Interesting. Right here.
There's the sirens.
She's not breathing. She's not breathing.
I don't know. That's the thing, because if you, I could have a movie going on right now. Actually, I do have a movie going on right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about that. Don't
What are
worry
you
about
watching
it.
over there?
So that's a good question though. Because again,
I know in Christmas time, like Christmas, look, I'm not big on sports, so I don't care about it. So football, I don't keep up with it, but if for some reason football in the background during Christmas is just normal, or it was, before the pandemic. So it was like, so I don't know, maybe TV for me.
I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Mixi on this one and say music, only because, and I love music. I love movies, but I feel like I get more, even if they're the same 10 songs over and over and over, I feel like I would get more out of the music than I would out of the movie.
Yeah, maybe. I see what you're saying.
Well, I can't watch a movie again unless it's been a couple of years since I've seen it and I forgot everything. I like it to be fresh in my head. Like,
yeah.
Like,
That's
Dude, that is, no, that's
So-
right though. That's a fair statement, because in music, it's totally opposite. You can listen to a song on repeat for like 5 years and not hate it. But if you watch a movie, even sometimes more than one time, you're like, okay, we got to take a break. We have to take a break. But no, I think
I could watch Grandma's Boy like a million times on repeat.
Totally
Oh,
underestimated. It
yeah.
should have done way better in theaters. Way better in theaters.
There
But
we go.
Right?
I believe that they made up a lot of that when they came out on DVD and streaming and all that stuff. So at least they seem to be happy about it. So that's good. But yeah, one of the
Yeah.
I think I can recite almost every single word in that script.
I would
man.
You broke the game. New
Yeah.
Dude, your bed's a
that's
car.
your next live stream right there. You're just reenacting Grandma's
Right
Boy,
there.
and then that's how I like it.
Yes, your next Twitch, a whole 2-hour stream of a movie
Grandma's
with you quoting the whole thing, like the whole thing.
Dude, we need content. That's
it.
perfect.
And you can
There
piece
it
that
is.
up too into like memes, right? So there's extra content there too.
Right. The next interview that I do that cancels, I'm just going to play a movie.
That's it right
That's
there.
right. Wait, so you're telling me that people will cancel on you?
It's weird, right? It
Are you
actually, you
serious?
know what? This whole year I've only had one person cancel and they canceled 2 times. So I'm like, I'm not asking you
Cancel
again.
times. How does that
Yeah,
even
right?
happen? I mean, that's
First, I don't
not.
know. But for the record, everybody else showed up. People asked, I was
Yeah.
like, what's Chris doing on my show? Like Dave Navarro came and he actually came to the stream. And I'm like, I didn't think he took the time, and I thought that
Well,
was
That's
and
awesome.
that's how we feel about all the people that have come on our show or have been on our show. It's like one of those things where we just started this not that long ago, because of the pandemic, and
the weird thing happening in the
we're
world.
still looking into it.
Right.
It's Wikipedia, but it's one of those things where it's like, well, let's just see if this works. And apparently, the 4 people that like it are very consistent with their likes. So we are very happy about all of that scenario.
Maybe I can get my 4 people over to your channel and then it'll be like
It'll be
8
8
people.
There we go. Cross promotion.
Although that'll make us more busy with comments. So I don't know if we have time for 8
Right.
people as opposed to the 4
8
people.
comments.
Because they're saying,
Yeah.
oh man, this is going to be so work.
That's a lot of work, man. Then I'll be on my phone while I'm watching the Griswolds all day long.
Oh.
Or wait, no,
That's
we're
right.
listening to music, right? So I'll be listening to the Used or Stitched Up
Yes.
Heart or something. I'll be like,
We can make this work. We'll do it. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. It'll be fine. Oh,
I have a funny used story also.
let's hear
I
it.
got pulled over blasting the used in Hollywood on Halloween. It was Halloween weekend or something. And I'm blasting
remember?
it.
You remember what song it was?
It was, I don't remember. It was that
All
album.
right.
Is it Worth the Can You Even Hear?
oh,
Yeah, the best one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That album.
I Caught Fire or something. Yeah. So tell us this story. I want to hear this.
So I get pulled over because I'm just driving like I stole it. I'm just like rocking out. I got
Oh,
my
yeah.
Wrangler.
rock
I'm just
star.
like,
Yeah.
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 Driving recklessly, get pulled over in Hollywood. And then the cops come out. They blast all these
Of
spotlights
course they
on
do.
me.
Yeah.
And then they come out with all these
Did your hair
cameras.
glow?
And
Oh, yeah.
I think at the time it was like pink, blonde, and black.
At the same time,
I don't know.
Woo.
Yeah, like all the colors.
Ow.
It was a scene queen day.
All
like
the
two-
colors.
Oh,
okay. Anyway,
That's awesome.
you got
it was a show. It was like a television show called Speeders. And so
Oh, so it was a show.
like I ended up getting on a show by just blasting the used. The cop
Wow.
was really cool. I was in a band, like an all-girl band at the time called Drag Strip Kitty, and I was wearing cat ears and a mini skirt because that's what a drag strip
That's
kitty
what
is apparently
we
for
do.
Halloween.
That's what we do. Yeah, it doesn't work as well for us though.
Yeah. So today's Saturday. We're off though. So it's hat
Yeah.
today. So
And the cop's like, you were driving kind of reckless. And he's like, what? But what were you listening to? And I'm like, oh, dude, it was the used. I'll send you a CD or something. Like, just like let me know where to.
Right.
I never sent him a CD, but I was like,
right.
that was my used story. And
So they literally pulled you over because they heard the music
I was driving.
and you were speeding.
I wasn't speeding. I was just driving like
Well,
recklessly because I was rocking
to-
out.
to
You know.
Fair.
Yeah, for the record, cancel culture.
That's
She was
right.
not speeding.
And to be fair,
She's
I was just
listening
like,
to
when
Woo.
you're
Ghost.
Mixi, when you're driving through yards, that's generally frowned upon. We found
Oh,
that out
yeah.
the hard way. But just as a PSA for everybody out there, don't drive through the yards. They don't like that.
Me and Eric did. We drove through
Tour
a few
bus.
yards.
Really?
It doesn't.
Oh no, it was in
Yeah, it's not
GTA.
real.
Oh, okay. Hit a couple people.
You
and-
know the
Yeah.
norm. You know.
I think I went past your house. I knocked down
Yeah,
your
but,
mailbox at least.
In
but
defense
it
of
was
that
GTA.
mailbox. fuck it, mailbox.
Have any of you guys actually played the storyline to Grand Theft Auto, or do you just go and run people over?
Why would I play the storyline when I can obviously just go run people over? Now, that's not true. I have actually played it a couple times, but I was like, no, this is stupid. I'm going to go ahead.
Not me. I've never played the storyline. I took a game that was created to be able to do whatever you want, and I took full advantage.
That's very true. But no, I don't think that I would. I get why you need to do that, but at the same time, it's like, but I have full reign, and
I can do
anything. Somebody said,
I love the you story.
Somebody said that was okay to do. Do it.
You would have been that chick that I hung out with in high school. Be like, all right, let's go. We're gonna go buy like go grab something to eat, and then hit the back road and listen to the used, or like Deftones or something, Oh, let's go to the lake. That's cool. That's cool.
I didn't drink the rest of the night. I did have a beer, however, before in the shower, and I admitted to it to the cop because he asked if I'd been drinking. I had a shower beer. Is it not?
That's a must.
Like, it's just when you're like getting ready, it's just like, woo, like there's something about it. Now, granted, I only drink O'Doul's these days, but like, because I'm classy, but classy. An O'Doul's in the shower.
I mean, who wouldn't do that? Now, here's the thing. If we could hook that up to where it comes out of the shower head, that would be ridiculous.
Would you rather fart all the time, or would you rather smell like shower beer?
At this point in time, I think shower beer, simply because it reminds me constantly of the things that I cannot do, and I'm just like, I want to do that again, and I think that's what I want. A weird feeling.
What a weird,
I mean, it's alcohol. It cleans you.
Like, true. But I was just like, what would it look like for somebody that's like
just showers in the shower?
Beer. They're just like,
well, that's our next video. All right.
Yeah. Mixi, can you show that to us so we can erase the one I just did?
Instead of a water heater, it's just the keg.
Yeah.
And like,
it's
that's it right there.
The water's hitting you in your face, and you're just like, you know what? You can drink all of it that you want. There's no glasses needed.
You can makeshift the shower head as a beer bottle of some sort, though. There's an Etsy page for that somewhere.
I don't think though that you should recycle the water after it's gone through. I think you should just let that go. That's not water; it's beer. But after it goes,
drink
you need to just drink as much as possible.
Just
absorb it. Just
plug the drain.
Just lay down for a half an hour. However long it takes you to down that much alcohol, do that. Make that happen in a safe manner.
How cool of a promotion would that be? Like, have, just say that company, and they have like this shower outside at the next festival, and you have a beer shower. That would
Monster
be cool.
Energy shower.
Oh my God. If they hear this,
we should do it.
Pitch it to them.
That has to happen.
We're doing it.
I actually gave them a couple really great ideas for drinks, and I can't tell you because I think hopefully they'll use them, but they will. They are groundbreaking, and I'll tell you off camera.
Fair enough.
He was like, "Why are you not at our marketing meetings?"
I didn't get the Zoom link. Sorry, I didn't know. I
think they're going to say the same thing to us.
Here's the thing, Mixi. We're still playing the game.
Yeah. Number 3.
And this is going to be the longest Would You Rather game we've ever played. Oh, I want you to know that you're a part of history right now. So congratulations, I guess.
This is good.
We'll send you an award or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You know what? Well, we will. We still owe Rich the Nickelodeon Blimp Award. Was that Rich? No, that was Nick.
Yeah.
We owe Nick that.
Whatever.
A whole blimp?
Yeah, I remember the Blimp Award from Nickelodeon.
Oh my gosh.
You can write in this one. Yeah. It's pretty big, pretty massive.
That's pretty awesome.
All right, so the last question of this Would You Rather 3-hour game.
Trace.
Would you rather know Taekwondo but have no extremities, or be the smartest person in the world but have no way to communicate?
Okay, so with the I'm a big fan of intelligence, so I would definitely go with that one. But most very intelligent people are very bad at social skills anyway.
True.
So, like, you don't need to communicate with anybody when you're understanding how algorithms work. Like, I would definitely go with the smart thing. What would you guys do?
Here's the thing. We're not smart at all. So, which is why this is happening. I don't. But the whole point of like Taekwondo, and these are the ones that we came up with too. So it's like, well, okay, whatever. Taekwondo, but have no extremities. Like that's. Are you? I mean, I guess you could fight telepathically, maybe, or with your nubs. I don't know. Can I say that? Is that
Well,
your nubs?
In Taekwondo, you're not supposed to really use it in life anyway, except for the actual moral, like learning or like
defense.
Yeah, and I mean, I know someone that did do like, well, I don't know him personally, but some motivational speaker I know that doesn't have limbs, and he was a wrestler. So
that's
and
awesome.
A bodybuilder with one arm, but
see, that's impressive.
Really cool guy.
Well,
man,
then. Ooh, I don't know though, because I mean, obviously, I think I have to choose Taekwondo with no extremities because no one. I'm not the smartest person. I don't think I have the capacity to be the smartest person in the world. I don't think that I would want that because
ignorance is bliss.
That's exactly right. I like being stupid. It's fun. No, no. I think I'm going to choose. I think I'm going to choose Taekwondo and have no extremities. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Final answer. Parker.
All right.
What about you?
Parker,
you want to call a friend? Oh, I'm totally with Eric. Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, Mixi, you enhance the show. That's all I'm saying. Is like you bring the brain level up, probably like 120%. So just
we can't compare to that.
Like
IQ.
maybe 0.02% up.
Over 100.
Right.
Over 100.
Sideways.
Maybe. I don't know.
I just randomly found a hair on my mic too. What the hell's going on?
I have cat hairs all over mine.
Well, that's a whole.
That's so weird.
I think it's they attach to the foam.
It must be the winter. Wait, it's not winter.
Whatever it is now, it must be that.
What? We have a lot of hair. Maybe it's Toby.
Oh yeah,
I have a monkey.
What?
Yep, we're gonna bring it up. Yep, we're gonna bring it up.
Is this a PG rated monkey or is this like a
totally PG?
Well, here's the thing. So,
I'll bring it up as long as you agree to come on a segment with Toby.
Actually, I think you'll enjoy it. Let's just put it that way. It's going to be. Well,
does the monkey do the interviews?
Sort of. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. And we're introducing him for the first time. If we do this right now, Mixi, is this something now? Here's the thing. The thing. This is all on you. Everything about this segment rides on what you're about to say right now. Are you willing to have that much pressure put onto you?
I am down to hang out with a monkey on a Zoom call.
Parker, bring forth the monkey.
Do you really have a monkey?
No. You'll see in just a second. Now this is the ROCKCAST monkey, Toby. His name is Toby.
Yes.
And he is one of our best friends.
He's adorable.
He is. Now, let us put this into perspective for you. Do you remember Craig Ferguson?
Late night TV.
Late night TV.
Okay, yeah.
Do you remember Jeff?
He had a robot
the robot that was on the show.
Oh my gosh.
This is going to be our Jeff.
That's your Jeff.
Now, our good friend Brandon, I give him full props for this. He created this character, and it's been amazing. And there's a game that goes along with it. And I will explain this game. Should we explain it?
Yes.
Very quickly. So basically, you see this. This is actually a handmade Toby. So basically, you take this monkey, and when you're at a show, this is going to become a thing. When you're at a venue or a show, you're going to be backstage, Mixi, and you're going to be playing this game with people, and you're going to be like, damn, I knew this was going to be something. There's going to be like a guitar hanger, like right here, and you're going to be standing over here. And so basically you take Toby and you play a game of Hook Toby. So you go, and then you hook him on, you try to hook him on,
show her what the hands do.
Oh, so the hands have Velcro, so they do. So they look like this. So when you throw him, he can literally hook on it.
Yeah.
So what you do is if you hook it on one of the pegs of the guitar hanger, on the wall, that's 1 point. If you get both of them, that's 2 points. If you get like a body lay, that's like 3 points.
It's
okay. Fun. I see.
Let's just say if it gets real weird, you get like a pretzel. That's like 4 or 5 points.
How's the pretzel? Okay, the pretzel's confusing. How's the pretzel?
The pretzel's like, let's just say you throw him and he twists and he lands like
some sort of awkward landing scenario. Yeah.
This is a thing. Yeah.
I think it's magical that somebody was able to make that.
I do.
Handmade.
I really enjoy the Mohawk scenario because I couldn't do that, but this guy can. Toby can. I think it's very, very nice. So this is what you have to look forward to if you go to festivals and somehow we get let in. It will happen, and it will.
Which we will. You cannot.
We would probably have a little too much fun with that monkey.
Maybe, but that's what he's built for. Can I say? Okay, I said it. It's fine.
Yeah, you
I'm not
did.
Gonna take the time to edit that out.
I just got it.
I look forward to hearing.
Oh Lord! Look, he has sunglasses.
So much for that intelligence.
Look at those specs on that guy.
True. Look at these specs. All right, did we finish that game?
I think we all decided that we're not smart and Mixi is.
Yes.
0.02% more.
That's right. 100%. I mean, this is pure proof.
So, Mixi, I need to know where we can find you online, everything, everywhere, your Twitch, all that good stuff. Where are you at on them interwebs?
So the band, StitchedUpHeart.com. And Facebook, it's all on there. Our website, our merch and everything. Our Twitch channel, every member of our band has 4 nights a week that we stream. I'm Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific. Usually bring on a guest and play some video games, and it's pretty chill.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's been pretty fun. And
do you ever play Grand Theft Auto?
Only on story mode.
Oh, damn!
You're a weirdo.
If you get in free mode, please let us know.
We've been playing Among Us a lot lately. I don't know if you played it. It's super cute and super easy, and everybody in the chat can play with you. It's like the game of Clue, but cute little ghost characters, and you murder each other. Anyway, it's cute. It teaches you how to lie about murdering someone.
Yeah, we're playing that tonight. That's happening.
Yeah.
I just wanted to invite myself on.
Yes.
And just appear out of nowhere over the Vinewood Hill in a huge truck and just be like, raw, and be like, there he is, and there's Mixi, there's Eric, and then just be like, there we go, that's our game.
As long as you bring the monkey,
he will be there.
Now that he's off the screen, he's already
100%.
So weird, he's just right back there.
I just got a text that said more tornadoes.
More or no more?
More tornadoes. Wait, what were you saying, Mixi? Sorry to interrupt.
That's my monkey.
Oh, hi. Right. Hey, how are you?
Hey there.
He's just glowing in all of his.
I love it. I love
all of his forceness.
I feel like he's the only thing I don't understand about him in that outfit. I feel like he's always hot. Like he's just always warm.
Right.
In the desert, nonetheless, it's always.
I don't understand. Like I feel like I would not.
But that's his element.
Apparently that works for him, which is nice.
Well,
Toby just is naked.
Have you ever worn a dress with no underwear?
That's what's happening right now, actually. Yeah.
That's kind of what's happening with him. It's just like a towel.
It's very flowy, very airy.
Nobody knows. You're classy, but nobody knows.
I like that.
Mixi, this black T-shirt is very long, same as Eric's. We are wearing the dresses
really 20 feet tall, and that's how long. That's how. I don't know where. What are we talking about? It's. No one's going on. Toby, thanks, buddy. Jeez, gosh, you got us off. Okay, so Stitched Up Heart. No, Twitch. What's your Twitch?
Twitch.tv/StitchedUpHeartRock, because somebody has Stitched Up Heart.
What the hell? Who did that?
We're gonna send them a nasty letter of.
You know what? I know the person who made Twitch. We'll make that happen for you.
We'll email our people.
I have a really weird story about how we got our website.
Yeah, you should probably go ahead and share that information.
Throw this in there. Apparently, our website, StitchedUpHeart.com, had been a porn site
Of course it
we
has.
lost the domain for like a day, and somebody grabbed it and turned it into a porn site, and we were like, so we had stitchedupheart.org for the longest time.
Oh,
Well, this guy bought stitchedupheart.com for us recently, and he's like,
that's awesome.
I know. I was like, he's like, I heard you guys were like trying to get your domain back. He's
Holy
like,
crap.
but can I ask Mixi something in return?
Okay.
It got that creepy. I don't have to go any
don't.
further, but that's pretty much, that's like, you should have asked.
He was the one that originally bought it. I bet this was all
Just refer those.
He turned it into the site.
That was the porn guy, wasn't it?
Well, just refer those people to us, and we'll do the OnlyFans thing for them. It'll be fine. It'll be
right.
I'll dye my hair purple or.
We'll take care of you, Mixi. Send those people to our show.
We'll take care of them.
Okay. All 8 or 4.
It doesn't matter how many there are. We'll take care of them. We got you.
I exaggerated slightly.
Yeah. All 24 of them.
Okay, so IG, your personal is Mixi Official, right? In the bank.
Yes. All of the Mixi Official Twitter, Mixi Official Facebook, Mixi Official. I have a Twitch, but I never use my personal one. Patreon. I have a Patreon that is,
yes,
I've been like, I always forget to plug this one. Patreon.com/Mixi Official, MIXI Official. It's been saving my butt this whole time. Like, aside from the Twitch and the streaming, that's the band money. But this, like, I would not have been able to, I had to start delivering pizzas again, and it would have been so soul-wrenching.
I bet those are, you know, that's the thing is a lot of the people out there don't understand that when work on the road stops, you still have to make money. That's the same thing with us. You know, there's a lot of things that we've had to do. We're not going to suggest them on the show because this is the family show. So
Eric and Parker,
I'm just saying it's out there. Daddy needs money. Go fund it.
Anyway. Separately though.
There was that one time. But anyway.
Didn't we go to Paris, Eiffel Tower or something?
Wow, this show got really okay. All right.
I have I hang out with dudes in a band a lot. I know all of the lingo.
Mixi, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate that, man. If there's anything that we can do with you for you, can't even.
Yeah, you can't say that after what we just talked about.
Well, same. If you guys want to come on my Twitch stream and hang out, that would be play some video games, play some Grand Theft Auto.
Because we just go and we don't actually do the storyline, which is actually what you're supposed to do because that actually helps you do the game better. But we'll come run over some people with you for sure. That can happen. Okay. Absolutely.
Is there even multiplayer? Like, can you play online? I have no idea.
You can play online.
Play with other people and like team up and start a like.
That's what I'm saying. I could totally. You could be standing at, let's just say, the Ferris wheel at the pier, and I could just be out of nowhere on like a jet ski and just be like, blah, and you would know.
Yeah, because
who it was
hit you in the face.
Like, yes. But they jump on, we got to find Eric. And then we go to the airport and we go to LAX and fly off in a plane.
The jets become.
We got to do this.
It's awesome. I love it.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, that's the show for this week. Mixi, again, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's good times. The ROCKCASTshow.com has a lot more information on there as well that you can. You know, here's the thing. If you're only doing the podcast of this show, you're missing out on like 50% of the actual show. This creepy guy keeps showing up too. Guys, this is just you're in history right now. This is the first time Toby has ever made an appearance, even blurry. You're not drunk. You're not, well, maybe you are. But for those sober people, it was just too close to the screen, just so you're aware.
And for the people listening, you're missing out.
Because all the things that I'm saying, you can't see. Because you're podcasting.
You really should see this monkey, though.
Totally.
Just saying.
I mean, if Mixi says you should see it, you should probably go check.
I mean, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of like it's a little weird.
It's random. Yes, we are random.
It's fun. All right, rock show. I don't even know the name of my own. ROCKCASTshow.com. Go ahead and check that one out because if you go to ROCKCAST. show, that's what
It's probably a porn site.
It is.
we could at least
For a
do
day.
the sugar daddy though. That would be helpful. Anyway, all right, that's it. That's all. We're gonna do a weird abrupt stop.
Mixi's gonna sell us back our
That's right.
domain
She's
after
already
midnight.
purchased it. Now we have to buy it back from her. That's the whole.
In return,
In return,
You have to put it in your beard. Put that jelly in your beard. Do it. Okay.
baby powder right now.
beer
Oh,
showers.
gosh, we're gonna have to up
Right.
the to PG 30. I don't know, 25 or whatever it is now. Whatever. All right. ROCKCASTshow.com. Go check it
Yes.
out. All right, Mixi, thank you so much. We'll
Thanks,
see you later.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.